Well, we're gonna come back. The fact that we can have a question, hold on, we're gonna come back to that. Shit, I didn't click that already. What's gonna be the question? Are you getting a Switch? No, we're not getting a Switch 2. We're not getting the Switch 2. Fuck the Switch 2. They can delete it, push the shit back. We do not need the Switch 2. What's the question for tonight? It's not a question, but I'll pay $1,000 for GTA before I pay. So couple things, man. Couple things. So the poll. Nintendo Switch 2. The bundle is gonna cost, bundle with all the accessories costs $1,300. It's not it's not this is not a drill. This is real life. The Nintendo Switch 2 costs $1,300, but that's the bundle. Shit. I got this fucking fluff. Nintendo Switch 2, the bundle costs $1,300. The games are gonna cost $80 to $90. Games, $80 to $90. $80 to $90. It's fucking ridiculous. The games, well, I want to emphasize another thing about the games. The Switch games do not go on sale. The Switch games do not go on sale. Not go on sale. That's something to also keep in mind. So Nintendo Switch 2, the games are going to cost $80 to $90. The bundle costs $1,300. Somebody said, I got to sell my soul to get the Switch 2. And the video I was watching, these boys said, bro, I'll pay, if it's $100 game, niggas like, I'll pay $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6. Niggas is not paying $100 for no goddamn Switch games. I'll pay $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6. Niggas like, I done waited a lifetime. Last time a Grand Theft Auto 6 game came out, I was a teenager. I was a kid. I'll pay $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6. So this is the attention, all gamers. All gamers. We have to boycott the Nintendo Switch 2. Do not buy the Nintendo Switch 2. All gamers, do not. That means do not use Klarna. Do not use Affirm. Do not use Afterpay. If you do not have $1,300 to pay for a Switch 2, but do not get the Switch. Why are we boycotting this? Because it's going to start a precedence. If they charge, mind you, one thing that we already fell for, phones cost $1,000. The iPhone, I don't know a new phone costs $1,000. If we pay, I'm telling you now, if y'all pay for Nintendo Switch 2, all the rest of the games, PS5, mind you, if you're saying, and this is not even whatchamacallit, Nintendo is not on the same level as Sony, as PlayStation and Xbox. If Nintendo charges this much, understand how much you're going to have to pay for Xbox and PlayStation going forward. If you pay this much for Nintendo, imagine how much you're going to have to pay for PlayStation and Xbox. Do not buy. This has already happened with the iPhone. And any new phone. Phones cost $1,000 now. That's the standard price for a new phone. New phones cost $1,000 now. If you pay for this Switch, understand what the price of all Sony, PlayStation, and Xbox games are going to cost. Somebody mentioned this. I am also on board with this. Please do not get the Switch 2. I'm telling you now. The other thing is, we don't have GameStop anymore. GameStop just exists. It's just there. If you walk into GameStop, GameStop doesn't even have physical games on their shelf. They just have cases. You have to still walk into GameStop and say, I need to order this shit. And then GameStop has to go order it. And then GameStop doesn't, we don't even have GameStop no more. This is one thing, this is what I tell you about the Switch. I went to go get a Pokemon game. All my Switch games, I have the case for. Nothing's wrong with these games. If you go to GameStop to trade in your Switch game, they're going to give you a little, they'll be like, we'll give you $6 for this. I'm like, but you selling it for $60. The Switch games do not go on sale. I didn't get the Switch when it first came out. I got it later. And what do I know? Nothing's on sale. All the Switch games cost $60. And they do not go on sale. They do not go on sale. So, when the Switch 2 comes out, $80 to $90 is the base price that you're going to have to pay for every game. $80 to $90 is the base you're going to have to pay for every Nintendo Switch 2 game. Again, these games are not on the same level as PlayStation and Xbox. If those games move to $80 to $90, how much do you think you're going to have to pay for one game, for one PlayStation game, for one Xbox game? It's going to get to the point, I don't even know what point it's going to get to. It's just not okay. I'm not sure what else we can do. That's the only thing that we can do. We have to show them that we're broke. For real, for real. You have to show them like, oh, damn, these niggas really ain't got the money. They have to, like, because mind you, it's like you would expect. It's a lot here. With those games being priced as is, right? Which one of these? I'm trying to, this was the first time they asked me, do you want chicken, cheese, or beef? And so I'm not sure which one's beef. I'm not sure which one's going to be the beef. This is what you got to understand. It's the fact that going forward, right? That means those games still don't go on sale. You realize that, right? So the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out. You might, oh man, maybe the original Switch games go on sale. Fuck no. Those games still gonna be $60, and the Nintendo Switch 2 game is gonna be $80 to $90. We can't do it. We cannot buy those games. We have to not buy it. They had to take a dip. We had to hit them in their pockets where it hurts. So that way, they're like, okay, shit, niggas really ain't got money. Niggas really can't buy this much on the game. Fuck no, we can't. We don't have $100 to spend on a goddamn game. That way, not to say that it's okay, but the Nintendo Switch 2 games can be priced at $60, and then they can push down the other Nintendo Switch games and push those down to like $45, 40 or something. That way, it makes sense, y'all. It makes sense. We have to boycott that so that they can push down the price of the original Switch games, and then they can just drop the Switch 2 games for $60. Because you know what you can't do? What you're not going to be able to do is, you can't, right now, I have the OLED Switch, great condition. I have the OLED Switch, great condition, and 8 games. I think I got like 8 games. I got most of the Pokemon games and Metroid and a workout game. I couldn't walk into that shit and say, here's my original Switch and my Switch games. How much do I still have to pay? How much do I have to pay just for the device? They're saying that shit's not equivalent. You couldn't do that. You know how sometimes back in the day you used to be able to, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna trade in my PlayStation 2. I'm gonna trade in my PlayStation 2 and I pay like a slight difference. It's not gonna happen. You could trade in your Switch and all your Switch games, and you would still have to pay $600 for the Switch. And this is the only thing, we have to use our consumer power. We have to use our consumer power. And not consume. I hope this is making sense. But you know what ain't common? Sense. And this time, I'm actually talking about dime, nickels, and penny cents. It has to make sense. I'm telling you right now, we have to boycott the Switch. Do not buy it so that they can bring the price down on those games and bring the price down on the other Switch games. If it does not happen, you're going to be paying a lot. Oh, damn, hold up. Uh-oh. Hey, bro, hold on, let me see something. Hold on. It's either they fuck with me or I'm not even sure, bro. Yeah, it's like either they fuck with me, hey, bro. Because I'm going to have to write that shit down in my own, whatchamacallit. Let me break this open. One of these is goddamn, I think this might be the beef. Right, that was you. This might be the beef. Hold on. One of these is beef, one of these is chicken. Like, I'm trying to see which one look different. Damn, I can't tell. Okay. I hope that makes sense, man. Because it's like, it's the fact that the shit not going on sale. It's like there's no hope, right? Like, sometimes you be like, okay, I can just wait a while. Go to the store right now. You think the Switch is cheaper than what it was when it came out? No. It's not. You think the Switch is cheaper? And the Switch has been out for how many years? It still costs the same. The price ain't going down. So don't think, so if you can't get the Switch now, you're not gonna be able to get it later. If you can't get the Switch now, you're not gonna be able to get it later. The Switch has been out for like 5 years. Right? Time flying. Don't do it. The whole gaming industry about to be fucked up. The whole gaming industry can be fucked up. And it's the fact that Nintendo's doing it first. I don't know what y'all think is about to happen. I don't know what y'all think is about to happen. Just try to put your thinking caps on. How much do you think PlayStation and Xbox games are going to cost? How much? How much? Too goddamn much. That's how much. Too goddamn much. This might be the beef one. It's okay. It's alright. Shorty told me, she said it's gonna taste like a cheeseburger. She said it's gonna taste like a cheeseburger. And do. Anything else? But then there's the points that I can emphasize to you so that you understand. What the hell is happening? Because then somebody, either y'all really rich and y'all got money, or you're just not smart with the money. I don't know. Because they can be like, damn, these niggas stupid as hell. They really paying for this shit. I didn't think we could do it. We did it. That's what they saying. These niggas just gonna pay for this shit. No matter how much it costs. That's what's gonna happen. Them like, these niggas is dumb as hell. They're gonna pay this much for these goddamn games. We ain't gotta put it on sale or nothing. We ain't gotta make it no cheaper. Just imagine, you know how much of a flex that is? You know how much of a flex that is? Like, just, do you want to be able to say that? I don't know if you just, do you want to say that? Yo, I paid $100 for this game. How many Switch 2 games you got? I got 4 of them. You paid $400? Just imagine that's a reality. Do you want to live in that reality? Do you want to live in a reality in a world where you say, yeah, I got 4 Switch games. I paid $400. $100 a piece. Is gaming that important? Is gaming so important that you would pay $100 for one Switch game? Now, mind you, when it come down to games for real, and I don't even think whatchamacallit, it's not like you play a whole bunch of games at multiple at one time. Like you play a game and you just be sitting playing one game for like an extended period of time. But then like sometimes you want to switch out and just go play this game or play that game. Now I don't know anything about third-party games. Somebody mentioned something about third-party games on Steam and stuff like that. It's the fact of the matter, the console by itself is gearing towards $700. Any of the accessories that you may feel like you're going to need, the dock, extra controllers, any of that shit, the price of it is going to be $1,300 for a Nintendo Switch 2. I don't think, it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound, I don't feel comfortable saying that. Like the PS5, you're paying more for a Switch 2 than a PS5. Make it make sense. And we're talking dimes, nickels, and penny cents. But you know what ain't common? Sense. You're paying more for a Nintendo Switch than a PlayStation. You're paying more for a Nintendo Switch than an Xbox. What are we doing? We have to boycott. We have to, you need to tell a friend and tell a friend, do not get this shit. Do not get this shit. Don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's nothing about it that makes it worth it. Those little gimmicks, they get old quick as hell. The only thing I've seen, because you know, sometimes we get mad about the iPhone, right? How does one iPhone different from the next? It don't. It get an upgraded camera, but you still got to pay $1,000 for this iPhone. At least the older iPhones, the price goes down on the older iPhones. That's not happening here. That's not happening here. They're giving you a small upgrade. The upgrade that people even care about is the processing unit. The fact that it can finally, like, one of the things, there were certain Switch games that got a negative review because the Switch couldn't handle it. That's not a knock on the game. That's one of the things I'm sitting here thinking about. There are some games that had negative reviews and they were actually good games, but the Switch processing unit couldn't handle it. That's the only thing to switch to. And that's what it's like as a consumer, as a gamer, that's the part you actually care about. It's like, now that I have this game, I can finally play it at the capacity that it's supposed to be played at. That's what they're actually giving you. This Switch 2 is actually what the Switch is supposed to be able to do. The Switch 2 is what the Switch is supposed to be able to do. That's all it's doing. It's just doing what the original one was supposed to be able to do. Now, all those games that had to suffer for poor graphics or just ran slow because the Switch couldn't handle it, the Switch 2 can now handle it. But that's just a processing unit. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. I do not think that's fair. Either adopt the business mindset, right? Adopt the business mindset. You have a consumer mindset right now. You're falling for the gimmicks, the shit. It has the bitch pulled off the side of the Switch and it's like, oh my God, it's just magnetic. Fuck you over here Googling ooh and on about. Then they got this one shit where it was like, it has the controller, you can, whatchamacallit, how long you gonna be doing that shit? You know, the thing about the Switch that actually made whatchamacallit cool, a space for you to be over like a mouse rolling your hands around to play. They got a motherfucking scooter game. They have a motherfucking handicap game on the Switch. It's like, this is like, why the They have a handicap game. And I'm not disabled. My legs work. I don't want to be sitting there doing this. You know how retarded you're going to be looking playing a goddamn game? It's sports. In a wheelchair. Fuck out of here. Mario Kart got 20. You don't have 24 fucking friends to play Mario Kart with, bitch. The original Mario Kart got 8. You can play with 8 people. And that's still playing the original Mario Kart with 8 people on the Switch is still that's an ordeal. If you've never tried it, try playing Mario Kart with 8 people on the original Switch. You don't have 24 fucking friends to play this new Mario Kart world. And they're like, it's family friendly GTA. Fuck that. I don't want no family friendly GTA. GTA is what it is because it is GTA. It used to be you could get the motherfucking prostitute. Right now in GTA, you'd be able to do just like this. In GTA, you used to be able to do just like this. A bitch would walk past and you could get the bitch in your car and then the car start rocking side to side. You used to be able to fuck the bitch and then as soon as she get out this fucking car, you just go shoot her and then get your money back. Don't want no goddamn family friendly GTA. What are we doing, man? I don't like this. You paying more for less. That's what you're doing. You're paying more for no. These are gimmicks. It's like, how many gimmicks are you gonna fall for? You already fell for the iPhone gimmick. When's the last time you had a real iPhone upgrade? You already fell for that. Now it's happening for games. You gonna fall for the game shit too? You're like, what's the difference between this Switch and the next Switch? Nothing, bitch. But you gonna pay $1,000 for it. If there was going to be if there was one gaming system that you like, what's the first game? Just think about this. What's the first gaming system you should pay $1,000 for? Don't worry, I'll wait. Well, you know the whole you got games on your phone? That shit about to be a real shit. Niggas is not about to be playing games on the motherfucker. We about to be playing. You got games on your phone? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Niggas about to just get somebody, all they gotta do for real, actually all they gotta do for real is I think they already got it. I think you might be able to already do it. They just probably, whoever has that probably just needs to market it better. I'm gonna look into it. At this point, you just need to have a controller for your phone. At this point, what? Please answer. What gaming system? What's the first gaming system that should cost $1,000? Even if you just sat there and thought about it. If you had to say 5 years ago, damn, the gaming system gonna cost $1,000. Nah, I'll buy the Switch too. There goes the first dumbass. That's gonna fuck it up for us all. That mentality right there is the reason we're gonna have to pay $1,000 for gaming systems. That right there. Because people don't have enough, whatchamacallit, they already don't have enough games. They don't have enough games. On their phone, on the Xbox, the PlayStation, people already don't have enough games. They just have enough money to go spend $1,000 on the game. That's all I want. I want the conversation to just shift and think like that. What the fuck do you think 5 years ago? Yeah, that's what we're about to do. I'm about to get a motherfucking controller for my goddamn phone and just download some games on my phone. Fuck that. What the fuck? We're gonna play some Madden, some 2K, and some Pokemon, and some GTA. Watch. Hell yeah. GTA on the motherfucking phone, bitch. Hell yeah. Get a motherfucking controller, put that shit to your phone. Shit. That's all, bro. That's all. The only thing about the Switch, I think the most important thing about the Switch was the fact that I could just sit just like this. The Switch was this whole thing about rubbing your controller against the on surfaces and stuff. That is not what That's not the key part about the Switch. The best part about the Switch was the fact that I could sit like this. I don't have to lift my hands. I can keep my hands down here and I could just and have my screen right here and just play the Switch. It's the fucking lazy gaming. That's for me. That's what the Switch. It was the lazy gaming. You could just sit here. You don't even have to. You could just sit here like this, and put the screen right there and just be playing a game just like this. It's sitting at a desk or sitting on couch. Mouse will be fire. Okay. And you playing. I just want you to just. I don't know why you think that sounds cool. I don't know why you think that sounds cool, but how cool would that be and how long? I just want you to sit there and think about how cool you're going to look at the airport because you want to waste some time. Hey, bro, I want to see how cool you're going to be looking doing this all day. What the fuck is wrong with that nigga? You go. What the fuck is wrong with him? He's playing the Switch. No. No. That was not the thing. People are not active. People are not that active. Let me try to take this shit up. All you wanted, it's the fact that I can do this. Put the screen over here. Here's a live, whatchamacallit. Facts. Cut this shit on. I don't wanna waste I don't wanna waste too much goddamn battery. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, bro. The Switch 2 costs the bundle costs goddamn $1,300. This is what I don't want to be doing all of this shit. The reason the Switch is cool is because I can navigate it with it just doing this. And I don't have to do anything. I don't have to move. Okay, what you just said is false. Now what you just said is false. The price is out. The price right now is only subject to get higher. The starting price is over $600. And it's starting and because of tariffs, it may push it higher. That's what's happening. It's on the fucking shit. Because of tariffs may push this shit closer to $600 to $700. I have YouTube on this shit. Speculation? What speculation are you making? What speculation are you making? Okay, because you know what? The Switch, they have a definite price. The Switch games are going to cost $80 to $90 starting. The Switch games are going to cost $80 to $90 starting price. If Switch games cost $80 to $90, how much do you think Sony and PlayStation games are going to cost? I gotta talk to dumbass bitches. I've been looking at shit. They already had. Oh my gosh, bro! It's like they already did this shit. You're behind. You are behind. Hold up. I have to connect to this. I have to connect to the internet real quick. There's no guessing behind this. There's no guessing. They already released all of this. Let me switch. Let me connect to my phone. Bro, go to the internet. I have to update this. Oh my gosh. Okay. YouTube. Why is my shit not up here? Watch as a guest. What is the name of this video? Search. Can I check out? Let me see if I can go to this shit. I'm just gonna put a video up to and just so. I have to find that person's page. Damn, I gotta use my fuck it. I gotta use my other phone. You act like I'm making up numbers and shit. I wouldn't say this shit. It's like it keep popping up on my timeline. I'm like, oh shit. And make it make sense. Make it make sense. So here it is, right here. I already put the timestamps in the video because I was watching it. Nintendo Switch. Here.
It'll be rude of me not to talk about this because this was pretty insane. Nintendo Switch 2 got announced. And,
Here.
That was a big deal in the gaming industry. I'm a big gamer. Let me try to get some full screen on this PS Portal.
The total. Here's the total. Right here. All and this is the whole shit right here. I think I'm making up numbers.
Like people are gonna complain, but they gonna buy it. The only thing around gaming that could come out that's in the hundreds, and I'm like, okay, I don't give a only thing.
Mario Kart World will be $80. Switch 2 Pro controller is $79.99. Joy-Con 2 controllers $89.99.
Look at these prices.
Charging grip $34.99. Joy-Con 2 straps $12.99. 2 Joy-Con wheels $19.99. The Nintendo Switch 2 camera $49.99. Nintendo Switch 2 docks,
You need the camera, right? Because those are the upgrades for the shit.
$34.99. All-in-one carrying case $79.99. AC adapter $29.99. Nintendo Switch 2 with Mario Kart World with all accessories and an extra set of Joy-Con dock and AC adapter, $1,031.90.
Nah, dude, this is the next level.
$1,031.90. $1,031.90. So that you can actually have the experience of having a Switch 2. Just making up numbers. Just making up numbers, bro. Yeah, that's a very made up number. $1,031. And 90 cents. $1,031.90. I said 1,300. My fault. It's 1,031. Switch to put the 3 in the 10 space and not the 100 space. Yeah. It ain't that big of a flex. I promise you that. I tell you that. It won't be that big of a flex. If this is one of those, it's almost like a Cybertruck. It's almost like a Cybertruck. If you get that shit, niggas gonna be like, nobody's gonna be happy that you got to Switch 2. Everybody gonna be hating on you just because they can't afford it, right? But they gonna be like, you dumb as hell paying them goddamn $1,000. You paid that shit. They gonna joke the fuck out of you for having. Like, it's not gonna be a lot of people happy that you got to Switch 2. Everybody's gonna be mad. Because nobody wants to pay that fucking price. Nobody wants to pay that. It is like for good reason. It's like for good reason. It's for good reason. Let me chill vibes. Paying $90 for a Switch game. And then when you trade that Switch game in to try to get another Switch game, you still gonna have to pay $84. Because they only gonna give you $6 for trade-in value. Appreciate you. Boy, man, they gonna fuck it up for everybody. We gotta pay $1,000 for games now. I mean, not 1,000. We gotta pay $100 for every game that we want to play. Yep. Just play one game. Because the fact of the matter is, right? You then are just gonna have to, because the fact that you're sticking to just one game to play, you're gonna have to find. You're really gonna have to just find the other people to play that one game with. That was the thing about the Switch is the fact of multiplayer capability. The thing about the Switch is multiplayer capability. So whatever game that you're stuck on playing, you're just gonna have to play that one game because you paid $100 for that game. You have to pay $100 for the next game, and you can't play both games at the same time. So it's how much time you gonna be spending on this one? It's $100 that you just put up for one game. You just wait. You got the money. You just wasting money. I don't know. We trying to make it make sense here, right? Let's just say you get 2 Switch games. That's $200, and you're probably gonna play one game more than another. So that means you got $100 that's just sitting there, just sitting there, for the most part. Until every once in a while you find somebody who also has that same $100 game that you have. We all know by playing Mario Kart. I mean, because if we sit there and be honest, Mario Kart is not that fucking fun. It is not that fucking fun. After about 2-3 races, you're pretty good. You're good. And anybody who's actually good at Mario Kart, they don't even want to play that long, because they just be whooping everybody. After they win it, they're like, all right, ain't nobody in here good, no way, I'm done. Bro. Bro, this is a shake. I keep shaking my head. This is a shaking my head. This is a shaking my head, bro. I can't believe it's $100 a game. The Switch costs more than a Switch game costs more than a PlayStation game. Just let that marinate in your spirit. Let that marinate in your spirit. A Switch game costs more than a PlayStation game. A Switch game costs more than an Xbox game. Let that marinate in your spirit. And let's get comfortable with that, right? Because Switch games are going to cost more than PlayStation and Xbox games for how long? Because Xbox and PlayStation know what? That they have better games. So what are they then going to do? So then how much are we going to be paying for PlayStation and Xbox games? Y'all not thinking, man. Put your thinking caps on. I'm trying to see if there's anything. I'm trying to see if I let it go because I don't want to be too repetitive and too redundant. I'm just trying to drive the point home. Just trying to drive the point home. I'm trying to see. Is there anything else? Yeah. What y'all vote for? What y'all vote for? Games cost like Switch games do not go on sale. Switch games do not go on sale, bro. How much y'all think Grand Theft Auto 6 gonna cost? Let's get there. Cause you ain't even gonna be able to play Grand Theft Auto 6 on your Switch. Right? Maybe? It won't look good, have the same capabilities as on the third, No, sir.
Edwards got it off in time. Cash money. Gets that shot up, and it hits nothing but net. I mean, this is classic Anthony Edwards. Stop and a chance to. And a chance to send it to overtime and steal one. Inbound. Edwards has it. Shot clock winding down. Gonna have to fire. Edwards got it off in time. Cash money. Gets that shot up, and it hits nothing but net. I mean, this is classic Anthony Edwards. Stop and a chance to.
Yeah, him playing with Durant and Curry and LeBron in the Olympics. You know, like you got that rubbed off on him, man. I'm just glad he's still balling amidst all of the baby mama drama. Just glad he's still balling. Put the new 4Gs on the Jeep. I think we're good. I think we're good. But I'm gonna make a mental note of that. How much do you think GTA 6 will cost? It switched 2 games. Fuck it, I just make that a fucking video.